Hello everyone, my name is Overton Claiborne and I'm here to talk about an exciting new project called Project Jumpstart. The goal of Project Jumpstart is to initiate an effort to bring high-quality, high-tech jobs to the city of Vallejo, California. Vallejo is a great little town that is located about 30 miles northeast of San Francisco. But ever since the closing of Mare Island Naval Shipyard in 1996, which was the city's primary employer, it has fallen on hard times and has suffered a pretty drastic decline. Now what you find is high crime, high unemployment, drug abuse, gang violence, prostitution, decaying infrastructure, shrinking city services, and low self-esteem. In addition to that, the city was forced to file bankruptcy in 2008. Fortunately, there is some positive news to report. The city emerged from bankruptcy in 2011 with a clean slate and some would say renewed optimism. But the attitude among the citizens that I talk to is that the problems the city is facing are still too numerous and too big to fix. I have always had a deep affection for Vallejo. It's where I grew up and graduated from high school. My view of Vallejo, however, is quite different from most folks. I believe Vallejo represents a huge diamond in the rough. I see the city having tremendous upside with the potential of becoming a serious economic powerhouse. From a business standpoint, it offers a great location relative to the rest of the Bay Area. The cost of living is relatively low as well. But most importantly, the people are super special, hardworking, diverse, and well educated. In fact, I believe the city has all the factors to become the next Silicon Valley. This is somewhat disturbing, but earlier this year, Vallejo was rocked by yet another incident of teen violence involving handguns. For many of us, that was the final straw. Something has to be done and done quickly. As I pondered my options to get involved, the answer came to me seemingly from above. I recall thinking to myself, you are an entrepreneur and a businessman. Vallejo needs jobs. That's your solution. So over the next several months, I developed a plan that I now call Project Jumpstart. So as I mentioned earlier, the ultimate goal for the project is to position Vallejo to attract high-tech companies such as Oracle, Cisco Systems, Apple Computers, Google, Tesla Motors, and many others to come to set up divisional operations that create jobs for the city. As they arrive, more and more of these companies will in turn become magnets for other tech firms. And before you know it, Vallejo could be the next Silicon Valley. But in order for the project to succeed, Vallejo will need to jumpstart the process by establishing its first high-tech company, a flagship, if you will, which can then be the showcase for other tech companies. A similar example would be when you visit a new housing subdivision and a few of the homes are fully furnished. In other words, there's model units which are used to give people the opportunity to see what is possible. Well, there are many of us, myself included, who would like to see my company, Overton Instruments, become Vallejo's first high-tech company and lead the charge to create new jobs for the city. So I started Overton Instruments in 2010 after developing a unique line of electronic test and measurement products called the ETS series, which stands for Embedded Test Solutions. The ETS series are a collection of general-purpose test instrument modules that perform a variety of standard test functions, such as measuring voltage and current, generating frequencies, switching signals, or controlling power. You can think of our products much like Lego building blocks for kids, except our products are used by engineers to create complete systems. These test systems are typically used to validate a manufacturer's products before it leaves the factory. For example, a cell phone or any electronic product must undergo a systematic series of checks before it can be shipped to the customer. Our products, the ETS series, are used to create the test equipment necessary to perform this extremely important checkout procedure. I realize the term crowdfunding is new for a lot of people, but we needed an effective way to raise capital and did not want to go the conventional route, such as applying for a bank loan or receiving government assistance or venture capital. What I believe is most important is that this crowdfunding event will allow the average citizen of Vallejo and the greater public in general to have a direct and personal stake in our efforts to bring jobs to the city. I am convinced that there are a lot of people out there who want to see Vallejo succeed and are willing to support our efforts with direct donations. The goal of the crowdfunding campaign is to raise $60,000. These monies would allow us to relocate Overton Instruments from Sacramento, California, where we are currently based, and move the entire company to the city of Vallejo. Once the move is complete, a portion of the funds will be used to cover the cost to house, staff, and equip a small manufacturing operation capable of producing some mix of 1,000 units per month. We estimate the majority of our products will be sold via the internet. Therefore, some of the funds will be used to completely revamp the company's website. Lastly, the remaining balance of the funds will be left in an account and used for general operating expenses. We feel it won't be enough to simply tout the ongoing success of Overton Instruments. But in addition, what is needed to attract high-tech companies to Vallejo is a separate organization or entity that can operate more aggressively and proactively to get the job done. The new organization will be called VTEC, VTEC, which stands for Vallejo Technology and Employment Commission. This group will work closely with Vallejo City officials to devise a strategy that identifies which high-tech companies to target, how best to pitch those companies, and finally, offer key resources to help support the transition to Vallejo. Yes, I want to personally thank all of the kind and generous folks in Vallejo and all around the Bay Area who have embraced my vision of bringing high-quality, high-tech jobs to a city that is so deserving and in so much in need. Project Jumpstart can and will make a difference, but we need your help. Through the crowdfunding website, we are accepting donations of any size. But to reach our goal of $60,000 in the least amount of time, we are asking those that can donate a minimum of $100 to do so right away. And when you make your donation of whatever size, you should feel good about it, about the good it will do for us all. Thank you.